The Erase is a card which confronts the reader with their relationship to memory and existence. The kanji character on the top of this card is Sho, meaning delete, erase or vanish in Japanese. The personality of this card is largely unknown, although its power is that to erase anything from existence. The card shows a character dressed in the fashion of a harlequin, a name of which takes its origin in a mischievous spirit or demon, and yet is today mostly recognisable as a character in theatre, of whom in early works was often comically plagued by a lack of luck, food or fortune. In later works, the harlequin became able to escape from this misfortune by applying the skills of cleverness and of trickery. In this Clow Card, the harlequin image is also reminiscent of the Fool, the central figure of the tarot, and the embodiment of all of us as we set off on our journey throughout the cosmos. Through this journey, it is only by the dissolvement and erasure of the ignorance of our beginnings that the true path of knowledge can be walked upon. This card wears a hat like that of the jester, here split into two equal halves, the central portion struck by the omnipresent sunbeam at the top of the card, representing a type of enlightenment. Here we can see the combining and separating of opposing forces, and the state in between, which is neither one side nor the other. When we go to sleep, we are never aware of the exact moment when we cross that boundary from waking into dreaming and back into waking. There is a dissolving and an erasing of our awareness, of the events of the day, of which become faded and lost, dissolved into the nightly journey into the realms of sleep. This is also the space of the meditating mind, the attempt to bring those opposing forces, of which here could also be the hemispheres of our brains, into a oneness of where all ego, thought, and worldly attachment are removed and forgotten. This theme is carried on with the black and white checkered pattern of which the card is dressed in. This pattern has been featured in temple floors for millennia, and is today most often recognised as part of the Masonic ritual landscape. In the most simplest of Masonic terms, this pattern is emblematic of human life, checkered with good and evil. Or in other words, it is another suggestion of the inherent duality and balance in the universe, similar to patterns of yin and yang, and of metaphysical ideas of as above and so below. There is sometimes a tessellated border around this floor pattern in the Masonic Lodge, of which suggests that a divinity encloses and surrounds the physical world, of which is represented by the floor pattern. This is the world of impermanence and decay, of where all things, no matter their beauty and radiance, the white squares, must fade away and die into the black squares. Even whole planets and suns can vanish, and we can see orbs, perhaps symbolic of this, hanging with a delicate nature from the Erase card. This cycle of light and dark could be seen as the rolling of time and nature, shown here as the curls and twists of the collar, reflecting forgotten pasts and unknown futures. In remembrance of war, for instance, we often claim, we will remember them. But how much do we really remember of the individuals themselves? We may remember a name, and if we're lucky, a face. But his hopes and dreams are erased. His favourite foods, songs, the loves of his life, the things of which made him afraid, the things of which gave him joy, are but a whisper in the eyes of time. which grow dimmer with every passing generation, until he himself is no longer remembered. The character on the card holds a cloth not unlike that of the stage magician, suggesting the sudden disappearance of the object behind it, as if it is there one moment and gone the next. This, however, represents a type of trickery, as the object only appears to have vanished, and should one view the trick from a different angle, they would still be able to see the allegedly vanished thing. This perhaps speaks to us of our complex relation with our own senses, and a metaphysical question of whether those vanished memories are truly gone, or if they only appear to have done so, but are in fact still residue, still frequency, still there, in one of those creases in the folds of time, dormant and sleeping for an eternity. To draw this card is to ask ourselves those questions, and much like the Harlequin of theatre, who was wily and clever but never fully good or evil, is to accept this nature of erasure and impermanence. We could, for instance, require a certain memory, person, or situation to be removed and to disappear from our experience in order to let us carry on with our lives. Or we could need to look at the opposite, such as shown in the checkered squares, and to reconcile and remember that of which we had chosen to forget. For only then can we learn from it, and only by learning from it can we continue upon that fool's journey, that path throughout the universe of which we all walk upon.